Hello viewers, today I will share with you summary of a wonderful book that will help you in meeting the biggest challenges in your life. The author Amy Cuddy herself faced the biggest challenge of an accident which paralyzed her mentally and physically, and the doctors recommended her not to go to university. But the author went to the university, she did the graduation, and now she is professor at Harvard University. Such an inspiring story. So she shares her story and her many experiences, many experiments as a researcher which she did in the book, that how you can meet the biggest challenges, how you can kind of conquer the biggest challenges of your life. In this book, as usual, I will share the 5 lessons which I learned from this book. I am sure these 5 lessons will cover the key essence of the book. The first thing is that bring the boldest version of yourself when you face a bigger challenge. What happens is normally that when we face a bigger challenge, we try to avoid that, we try to delay that, we procrastinate. The author says that you have to bring the boldest, the most confident self of yourself to meet that challenge. And now how to meet that challenge? You can meet that challenge by the presence. What does presence mean? You might be thinking the presence is about the current moment. Yes, presence is about the current moment. But when you are meeting the challenge, are you there? Are you 100% mentally, physically there? Well, we all know that while attending the lectures, while delivering the lectures, as a teacher, when I am training someone, as a trainer, when I am training someone, in most of the trainings, 5 to 10% of the people are not mentally present there. They are thinking about something else, they have worries at their home. So whenever by presence, I am talking about the presence in this summary, that means that you are mentally 100% available there. Now how you can mentally make yourself available? All of us have the problems, all of us have so many things going in back of the mind. While watching this video, you might be thinking about many things. Might be you have to pick your children from the school. Maybe you have to give a lecture if you are a teacher. Maybe you have to give a presentation if you are working in an office. So we have so many challenges. Maybe you are going for an interview if you are seeking for a job. So how to be the best at the presence? And that author tells is possible through our postures, through our gestures. If you sit straight ahead, and you kind of open your legs and you expand yourself in a way that you look bigger to yourself, then you are behaving confidently. And that impacts on your presence, that impacts on the way you talk, that impacts on the way you do the things. What happens that whenever you put a leg and the leg and you sit confidently somewhere, by looking down, just like at your home, or by looking at your smartphone. Looking at the smartphone is probably the weakest posture you're showing. So you have to look all the time straight, and you have to all the time sit comfortably wherever you go. And what that does, what happens is that we humans have the cortisol level. If that increases, it means that we are having more stress. When we sit straight, or when we sit by opening our legs, we sit confidently, then what happens is that our cortisol level reduces and testosterone level increases. And that is kind of symbol of confidence. So you have to make your pose all the time straight. You have to look at your body gesture, that make sure you are looking confident, you are standing in a proper way, you are not sitting by just looking at your phone. You have to sit straight, you have to look confident. Now on fourth point, I will share some experiment which the author Amy Cuddy did in the research and which are mentioned in the paper. The first thing is that they invited 2 groups of people. First group was asked to write down about the things which matter in their life, and the second group was asked to write the things which does not matter in their life. So what happens is that when the participants of the lecture, of the presentation, wrote down the things which matter in their life, their cortisol level was measured, their cortisol level was less, When you know yourself, when you talk about yourself, your cortisol level is less, you are confident. While the others who were supposed to write about the things which does not matter in their life, their cortisol level were high. And then these people were requested to present something in front of the audience, and that audience was told to discourage these people. And it was found that those people, they wrote the things which they loved, which were relevant to them. They were not stressed, their cortisol level was not as less as those people who wrote the things which does not matter in their life. So what happens is that whenever we write the things, whenever we present ourselves monthly somewhere and we are thinking about our goals, we in most of the cases feel confident, we feel bold, and in this way we can meet the biggest challenges. We can give a good interview, we can give a good presentation. And the fifth thing is that our way of sitting, our way of standing, our confidence, our gestures and postures shows our confidence, and that confidence means that we are empowered. We look to the others powerful people, and that powerfulness increase our resilience. And again, I will share another experiment of the book, which says that some people were asked to dip their hands inside the water. They have seen that they did not tell them to dip water for 1 minute or 2 seconds or 3 seconds. They just told them to dip inside the water, and they were experimenting it. And they have seen that those people who were confident, whose cortisol level was high, they dipped for a longer time inside the water their hand. So what happens is that whenever you are confident, your cortisol level is high, you show the resilience, you show the positivity, you show more productivity. Those people who are confident, who are empowered, show more productivity. And the root of the productivity is that the subconscious, you have to kind of tell your subconscious that you have to correct your pose. Might be you're thinking that those people are confident who know their subject, those people are confident who know about the situation, who have an authority. Well, it's not about that. The thing is that our mental postures impact us a lot. Our mental postures send the signals to our brain to behave accordingly. So these are the things which I wanted to share in this book. I hope you find this summary useful. Please share it with others if you find it useful. Thank you so much.